Hey, I'm Rachel, the CEO of Intrinio. In this video, I'm going to tell you why, with some exceptions, I typically don't like to hire engineers or employees with college degrees. College graduates are know-it-alls. I'd rather have a do-it-all. Since becoming CEO of Intrinio, I've tried hiring both kinds of employees, those with more education and those with more experience. I've had to fire way more of the former, and I've gotten way more value out of the latter. Now, I'd never dissuade anyone from pursuing education, but I now place more emphasis on experience and less on education, and here's why. Let's talk about a concept I call value investing for HR. I run a financial data firm, and so I know that a key principle of investing is to buy low and sell high. People go to college to inflate their value, and when you hire a highly educated employee, you are definitely buying high. A college degree adds about $20,000 to an employee's wages, and an MBA adds an additional $45,000. The Society for Human Resource Management still puts significant emphasis on considering an applicant's level of education, probably because there is clear evidence that employees with higher levels of education are better performers. My experience is that this performance increase just doesn't justify the cost, so I make sure to ask applicants how they have applied their education. Many times, they don't have any good examples, and to me, this is a red flag. Next, let's talk about the impact education versus experience has on your team. The business landscape is transforming rapidly around us, and technology is evolving faster than most businesses can keep pace with. Traditional business principles you can learn from a textbook will always apply to some degree, but the speed with which business models are evolving suggests that what you learn in school may be outdated by the time it leaves your professor's mouth. It's important to build a team that deals proactively with the volatile landscape we now call finance. You must look for people who, as Apple said, think different. To be frank, I run in the opposite direction of MBAs. Higher education in many cases teaches you to think in a box and doesn't breed the innovative thinkers that have the potential to transform businesses. If you want to build a business that makes a difference, hire employees that think differently. Here are just some of the reasons I would hire a dropout over an MBA. Underdogs try harder and are eager to learn. Dropouts aren't afraid to fail. Those who are self-taught understand the power of incremental growth. They don't psych themselves out. They take things step by step and they grow faster. A unique background leads to unique problem-solving skills. Those who didn't take the status quo path aren't afraid to challenge the status quo and rock the boat or flip the boat over. Dodging the classroom culture encourages big ideas, speaking up, and execution. This is the kind of employee who will surprise you every day, and a team with this attitude makes an impact. A massive disconnect still exists between what we learn in school and its application to the actual world once we're out. I'm living proof of that. Not one thing I learned in my entrepreneurship program prepared me for the trials of starting a business. A diploma is not always the answer. So here are some ways that you and your HR team can take steps away from your diploma bias and towards a more impactful team. Number one, set up your culture for impact. You need to build an environment that encourages out-of-the-box thinking and big ideas. If not, hiring outside the diploma won't work. Do your employees feel comfortable speaking up? Do they feel stupid when they fail? Do you hold what-if brainstorming sessions? Do you play devil's advocate or do you fall into groupthink? Do your employees challenge each other's ideas? Shifting the focus from diplomas to big thinkers requires an accepting environment. Number two, don't make a diploma the first box you check. Obviously, consider the role. Accountants in your legal department are in a league of their own. But in general, if you're screening employees based on a college degree, stop. You're missing out on big thinkers who can transform your business. Number three, find out how candidates solve problems. Look for creative thinkers who approach problems differently. Make sure you include both interview questions and interactive puzzles and scenarios that challenge the candidates to solve problems. The ones that surprise you? Hire them. Number four, ask how they envision the company evolving. If you are heading to big places, you need big thinkers to get you there. Don't underestimate entry-level employees or interns. I encourage out-of-the-box thinking at every level of my organization because each employee brings a unique, valuable perspective. Don't build a team that just does its job. Hire employees who understand your trajectory, believe in your vision, and speak up about unconventional ideas that grease the wheels. I just hired a back-end developer with no computer science degree, and I couldn't be more excited. I know he'll approach problems uniquely, anticipate new trends in technology, and write crafty code that takes our features and functionality to the next level. I'm not kidding when I say I'm interested in hiring high schoolers and college dropouts, and I hope you'll consider it too. Don't forget to like and subscribe to hear more perspectives like this and more fintech content. Thanks for listening.